After playing well in Perth with in Australia, where with Yashasvi Jaiswal scoring 161 after getting a first ball duck from Mitchell Stark, and then Kohli got a century in Perth. After that, all of them couldn't get couldn't capitalize on their starts because Australia were getting wickets at regular intervals, and they were not allowing India to get away with the game as well. And they were India were not able to capitalize on any of those stands because quickly wickets were tumbling one after the other. Every here and now and then in one of the series they had a 127 run partnership between Washington Sundar and Nitish Reddy. After that was done in Melbourne. After Nitish Reddy got dismissed, then I knew 100% sure that they are not going to get anywhere close to the Australia's score. But to be frank, Nitish Reddy played brilliantly. 114 runs he scored, sensational innings, and Washington Sundar 50 runs he scored in that crucial partnership. It was a crucial innings for Washington Sundar as well, and Nitish Reddy. Jaiswal is also a good batter, but there are times when even good batters will have a bad series. It is natural. Even whenever the next series is, doesn't matter. But when India play against England in the future, that's a different story. In this Border Gavaskar Trophy, India couldn't get hardly any starts. They could hardly get starts because Australia were getting wickets at regular intervals. If you get wickets at regular intervals, means you're bowling the perfect line and length. For India, it was only Jaiswal and Kohli in the first test. Then it was Bumrah all the way from getting 32 wickets in this 5 series. No one else clicked after that. The youngsters, Yashasvi Jaiswal and KL Rahul can open the innings. Number 3, Shubman Gill. Number 4, Rishabh Pant, who's also young. Number 5, bring in. Number 5, you can bring even not Jadu anymore. Number 5, Washington Sundar can come as an all-rounder. You have even Akshar Patel at number 6. Nitish Reddy actually should come in number 5. Yashasvi Jaiswal should be there because he's become a great batter for the future. Lokesh Rahul, after some time, he will also retire. Gill is still young, he can play for another 10, 12 years. Rishabh Pant is also young, he can play well. If he continues the way he played, scoring 63 or 32 balls, but they have players like Ishan Kishan also, Varun Chakravarthy, who's a mystery spinner, Varun Chakravarthy, Chahal, Yuzvendra Chahal, and followed by Washington Sundar. Washington Sundar can go ahead and bring in because they are all great players. Washington Sundar, a fantastic half century. Rhythm and Saha, I don't know why they are not picking up. Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, they are all great players. Varun Chakravarthy is a great player. He was the he was a player of the series because he got 18 wickets in that series. And when you see a bowler capitalizing and getting wickets at regular intervals, why is it so hard for the selectors in the Indian squad to even pick him? Had I been the selector, I would have put him in the first test itself. From Perth onwards, I would have kept him and I would not have even dropped him. I would have kept him, I would have kept Akshar Patel, I would have kept Shivan Dubey as well. Then these guys would have made a big difference. including Varun Chakravarthy. Gavaskar trophies, they didn't capitalize on the starts they got. In the Perth test, yes, they did brilliantly. They capitalized on the starts they got. Chahal got 161, Kohli got a unbeaten 100, his 28th test century. And after that, in the remaining tests, they did not capitalize on the starts they got. They were not patient. They were not. They were basically they could not capitalize because the bowlers of Stark and Hazelwood, all of them, they were bowling a beautiful line and length, not giving any room, cramped them with rooms. That's why even a wideish ball from Rishabh Pant in the last test, also he was unlucky that way because it was a top edge, it was a thick edge and went at first slip. And Bumrah should have been the captain for the whole series. Rohit shouldn't have come and captain in the second test, third and fourth, and then in the last test sitting back and deciding not to play, gave the captaincy back to Bumrah. Bumrah should have been the captain throughout the series. They have Nitish Reddy, who was a young bloke. He scored one century, and unfortunately that didn't give India any victory. But coming and batting at number 8 wasn't the ideal position for Nitish Reddy. He should have gone up the order and batted at number 4 or 5. Jasprit Bumrah should be the captain for the test team, and he should have captained India in all the test matches and allowed Rohit to sit back and watch instead of him coming and being the captain from the second test onwards, because he is not captain, he is not getting starts at all. Bumrah is getting fantastic starts. He was getting wickets at regular intervals. He was putting pressure on Australia. But even though there were times where he faltered, but always 90% of the time it was Bumrah all the way. Yes, in one innings, Jadu scored 77 runs. That was a fantastic innings. Then after that, he hardly scored. He hardly got a strike to bat. Most of the time, when he was batting with Nitish Reddy, also he was in the non-strikers in the majority of the time. And when that happens, how do you expect a player like Jadeja, who likes to go after the bowling and finds it unable to score? I don't know what they did with Karun Nair. Karun Nair scored a brilliant 103 not out and 384 balls against England in Chennai in 2016. Nair, after scoring that unbeaten triple ton against England, which was one of the greatest innings I ever seen, he should not have been dropped from the team. Every batter who scores a triple ton has never been dropped from this team, whether it is Australia, whether it has been England, whether it's been now recently New Zealand. In 2014, sometime back, Brendan McCullum, the captain at that time for New Zealand, scored 302 against India in Wellington. 2016, Karun Nair scored a triple ton. I don't know what is going on in the selectors' mindset, because they are not selecting the right team. I'm afraid to say they are not selecting the right team. Karun Nair is such a great player. Now bring in Akshar Patel, bring in Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarthy. Varun Chakravarthy is a mystery spinner, and mystery spinners are hard to face. When Varun Chakravarthy played in Bangalore, against Bangladesh, he was the pick of the bowlers because he got 18 wickets in the series and was gifted the player of the series. And when a bowler like that can bowl so well and outplay Bangladesh at home, they should have thought about putting Varun Chakravarthy in. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel